the point is she waited until the new baby mama had a child out of respect to the woman. Now you might say,
so she's
why
vindictive.
the
If he's having a baby with another woman, and that's his fiance, who are you protecting? Who are you to not think his baby mama got the same spiel? You're jealous. You didn't win. You're jealous. You see all the success. You feel regretful. Now you just want to ruin other people's lives. Why? You don't have anything better to do. Go surf.
Here's Jonah Hill's ex sharing texts that they had together publicly, which is obviously a very noble thing to do. And many guys, of course, want to date her after she shares texts of her ex with everybody. Here's a text that Jonah sent to her. Plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundary-less, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendship with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful,
that's a good
I am
one.
not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it. And there will be no hard feelings.
He supports it.
These are my boundaries for romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. When you read this, what do you say?
I could not imagine a more reasonable sentiment from a boyfriend. Not only that, but he communicated very, very clearly and very sensitively, I felt. He's essentially saying, this is what I expect in a relationship. You are currently not meeting those standards. If you want to keep going on the way you're going, that's totally fine. People have accused him of being controlling. He is not telling her what to do. He is simply saying, I will not be a part of it. And guess what, women? We are not entitled to have a boyfriend, to have a certain man's time. He is just setting, I thought, very reasonable boundaries. I know in this social media age, it's for some reason controversial to say, hey, you probably shouldn't be posting thirst traps. I would say that, period, but especially if you're in a relationship. So to see people calling Jonah Hill abusive for this, I was really surprised. I was expecting something really juicy, outrageous when I opened the text, and then it's just, okay. Okay.
This is nothing. Ladies, this is nothing. He's essentially saying, I don't want you around bad company. I don't want you to promote yourself in some provocative sexual way, and I don't want you to just be hanging around dudes. I don't. I had to tell my girl, or I had to tell this girl in the beginning of our little in our little situation. I told her, don't entertain any dude. Don't reply to anyone. Remember that guy that talked to you at the club? He seemed friendly, but he's trying to see how available you are. That's what any guy does. All right? If I'm talking to you, you doing something right. So if any other guy is trying to talk to you, they are just trying to worm their way in. What guys do is that we see what's available, how much you give us. Whatever you give us, we will gladly accept. Okay? A hug, a reply, till it leads to the bedroom. So don't entertain it. I love the one about friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past, right? So she was recently a hoe. Jonah, you have to do better. Wild past, beyond getting a lunch or a coffee or something respectful. I love it. He's still saying you can hang out with your dumb hoes, but lunch, coffee, that's it. No alcohol. We don't need them instigating stuff. We don't need their corrupt, toxic mind intoxicated. I don't need you under their influence. Like, these are... Men can't have boundaries, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Lauren, you hit the nail on the head here. Is that you're expecting something so much worse than this?
And I was excited for it. I wanted
You're like,
it
all
to
right,
be
Jonah's a
like,
woman
yeah.
beater. Let's find it.
Yeah.
And even if you look
No.
on page 6 of the New York Post, that he's been labeled a misogynist.
Oh God.
But you-
Abusive, actually.
yeah,
abusive.
well, emotional abuse is what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Here's the actual deal.
Emotional abuse.
You hit the nail on the head when you said boundaries, and also another word for boundaries is preferences. And this is the difference between men and women today. Women have no problem, and they are not lambasted or been made fun of or ashamed for when they say they have preferences. Well, what are the preferences all women want?
Women have a laundry list of things a man has to bring to the table, and we just be like, okay, sis, yes, queen, never settle.
I want a man that's 6 foot, makes 6 figures. I want him to be
6-inch dick. I don't have that for you. You're asking for too much.
nice with my mother. I want him to have puppies. I want him to treat me right. I want him to pay on the first date. I want him to be fun, be outgoing, have a good network. There's a checklist that women want. But when guys are like, yeah, here's my checklist. Don't be a hoe.
Put your tits away.
Please don't be a
thirst
hoe.
traps all over the internet. I prefer it.
Don't be a hoe.
Preferences. If you don't have a bunch of guy friends that you're hanging out with, and actually just be a respectful person and don't put your shit out there. Oh my God, he's an emotionally abusive person. He's a misogynist. It's such bullshit.
Controlling.
I have a question though. Was she like this before this happened, or all of a sudden she
Well,
started
here's
dating Pat?
the other part of the text. It's interesting
yeah.
because he says 25.
Okay,
He says,
go ahead.
You're right. We can't do serve social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I have been vulnerable as possible, and I am telling you, I am needing you to step up to the plate, which you can. I'm sure of it, but these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up, it's consideration. I respect your
This
love
man's
for surfing,
articulate.
but I respect myself as well. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. This, by the way, the guy, what a very well-spoken guy.
Yeah, he
Does
seems
he
very
have an editor?
emotionally intelligent.
He has an editor and shit.
And I don't
This
think
is
he's
like- this is
acting
actually
here. I think this
ChatGPT.
is him.
This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. I gotta love that. If you want marriage and family, you can't use the 25 card. Step up and cut shit. These people don't get your time or your kindness at the sacrifice of mine.
This guy's he's.
I mean, that seems very emotionally
Yeah.
intelligent.
I love
He's
Jonah.
communicating very clearly.
Yeah. By the way, do you know this is not recent? Do you know that he just had a baby with another woman?
Yeah, well,
A month ago.
in my
Yeah.
Yes.
opinion, that is somewhat of the reason behind the leaked text.
Correct.
Exactly.
So apparently, she waited. This woman right here, Sarah Brady, waited until the new mother of his child, his first child.
Is that the ex?
That's, I believe
That's
so. Yeah.
the ex.
The point is, she waited until the new baby mama had a child, out of respect to the woman. Now you might say,
So she's
why
vindictive.
the fuck are you even putting these texts out there?
Yeah.
A year later, right, to expose Jonah Hill. In my opinion, she's
It's
only
been a
exposing
year.
herself. Because if she actually made some of these concessions, she could be Jonah Hill's baby mama, wife, whatever.
You're telling me she's just jealous. You're telling me she's regretful. So she's basically reverse consenting. She's revoking their relationship because she's jealous and now she feels bad and she wants to make him pay. Sarah, sweetheart, you don't have anything else better to do. You're not protecting anybody. Oh my God, I didn't want this to come out because I know Jonah and his baby mama are expecting, and I don't want to put any stress on the baby because I love babies. She seems like a sweet girl. I don't want to ruin their relationship. But women need to know what this man is. Is that his fiance? I don't know if it's fiance, but if he's having a baby with another woman, and that's his fiance, who are you protecting? Who are you to not think his baby mama got the same spiel? You're jealous. You didn't win. You're jealous. You see all the success. You feel regretful. Now you just want to ruin other people's lives. Why? You don't have anything better to do. Go surf. Go hang 10. Go post another bikini pic. Why are you hell bent on destroying another man? Women, why do you be so hell bent on destroying another man? God, please, because you know I've been through so many. God, please, when, not if, when I am successful, I don't want no girl coming out spouting some nonsense. Please, I just want to avoid the headache. God, please.
But he found someone that actually was willing to work within his framework and his boundaries, where she's out there just still surfing and being by herself. And this is essentially the problem with modern day women, is they're not even willing to listen to a good guy's requests.
By the way, what Jonah is sharing with her are his non-negotiables. That's all
Yes,
it is.
Correct.
Hey, these are my non-negotiables. If you're cool with it, I'd love to make you my wife. Let's have family together. Let's have kids together. But I'm not compromising here. That's a perfect example of somebody that
Take
can
it or
reason,
leave it.
talk, deliver his message, but at the same time not compromise his non-negotiables. You gotta
Just take it
respect
or leave it.
The problem is that he's not supposed to have non-negotiables. He's not supposed to have boundaries when it comes to the behavior of his girlfriend.
She's so
because
cute.
Feminism. She should be able to do whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants,
Whatever
Lauren.
she wants.
He
and
can't have any
everything else.
standards whatsoever.
No.
Take it or leave it, buddy.
And I think regarding your question of was she doing this before, there are people who were saying, well, if she was posting these photos before they got into a relationship, he should have known what he was in for. I think that's a good point. I mean, men, if you're a guy and you're looking at a girl at a club and she's dressed provocatively and you like the way she looks, don't be surprised when she's not wife material. Because I think for a lot of men, what they're not understanding, and for a lot of women too, is that there's a difference between being interested in someone physically and maybe for a hookup versus an actual long-term relationship. So maybe Jonah Hill wasn't thinking with the right part of his body there when he got into a relationship
With the
with
right
her.
head.
But also, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect someone to act differently in a relationship than out of a relationship. Like, I don't think that's crazy.
Well, people don't.
Fellas, if you know she's a hoe, if she is exhibiting hoe tendencies right off the bat, you know she's a surfing instructor. You know you met her at a club. You met her at some drinking environment. Some degenerate outing. What do you expect to get a good girl? Jonah Hill, she was a surfing instructor. How's she not gonna post surfing photos? You kind of had that coming, my friend. Come on, you kind of had that one coming. A woman can only uproot their life so much. However, he's still not asking for much. I don't want you hanging around dudes. I don't want you posting these photos. Ladies, do you really need those provocative photos if you're taken? Instagram, you can archive the posts. Why? How is he some demon? He says get rid of him. I don't need people. I had to tell this one girl. She posted something on her story, and it looked like a little video she would send me. I was like, huh? I had to check if it was on her close friends. I told her, look, listen. You're showing too much. She's like, huh? What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't. This is too suggestive. This is too provocative. This is something you would send me, and you know it. I don't want it out there, especially if my friends are beginning to follow you. I don't want that. I don't want that online. Stop it. Cut it out. But fellas, hey man, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a hoe. It's a hoe.